Hi students, I'm very happy to welcome you all. Today's class is C++ functions. In this class, we are going to learn C++ functions. Before that, we will see the mini agenda of this class. So, what is function? Types of C++ functions. What are the types are there? In C++, two different functions are there. One is standard functions. The standard function is also known as built-in function, and the next one is user defined function and function structure, C++ function structure, and how to declare and implement the functions in C++ programming. And next one is sharing data, how we can share the data to the functions through function parameters and scope of variables. These are all the things we are going to learn. And moreover, we are going to discuss special functions of C++. The special functions are nothing but constructor and destructor. These two things are known as special functions in any programming language. This is what we are going to learn today's class. So here, what is function? So function, it is nothing. A large program can be split into small subprograms, which means blocks. Those blocks are called as functions. So what is the use of functions? Because of using function, we can reduce the size of a program as well as the complexity of the program, and which is easier to understand. The function makes it easier to understand, which are available by default are known as built-in functions. Some functions are available as a default one, as in standard library of standard function library of C++, or user can write their own function according to their idea. Those functions are called as user defined functions. So two different functions are there. One is standard functions, another one is user defined functions. And next one is need for functions. What is the need for function? Why we have to use the function? Here in C++, or the functions are top down design approach. The approach of functions are top down design. Top down, from top to down it will approach the program. It is on dividing the main program into smaller tasks, which may be divided into simpler tasks. The large program can be split into small subblocks, each and every subblock executed individually, and each and every subblock or functions are doing specific tasks. So next one, the need for functions are nothing. To reduce size and complexity of the program, we may use functions. We can use functions. The programmers can make use of functions either writing their own functions. According to your idea, you can write your own functions, or you can calling them from the standard library. The next one is divide and conquer method. So here divide and conquer is nothing but divide means a large program can be splitted, can be divided into manageable sub programs called functions. Functions are nothing but complicated programs. A large programs can be divided into manageable subprograms. Those subprograms are called as functions. Next one, programmer can focus on developing, debugging and testing individual functions. A large program or a complicated program can have many functions. So the user or the developer can or have to focus on developing, testing and executing the individual functions. And the next one is many programmers can work on different functions simultaneously. If you are developing a software using any programming language, it may require thousands and thousands of lines. So as an individual person, we are not able to develop software individually. We need more persons. We need human power. We need manpower to develop a software, because as an individual person it is not possible to do all the things of the thousand lines of coding. So the thousand and thousands of lines of coding can divide into many functions. So many programmers can work on those different functions simultaneously. That is what they are trying to say here. Reusability. Second one is reusability. Few lines of code may be repeatedly used in different contexts. For purpose, we may use few lines of coding repeatedly in a particular program. So duplication of the same code can be eliminated by using of function. So to avoid the repetition of the code, we can use the code into a function. Because of using the code into a function, it avoid the duplication of the repetition. So because of using the repetitive code into a function, it is very easy to understand, it is very easy to maintenance, and also it reduces the program size. So next one is, some functions can be called multiple times with different inputs. If you are not giving the constant values for a function arguments, we can execute the functions with the multiple inputs. That is what they are trying to say in this line. Next one is types of functions. Already I have explained you. Standard functions, it is also known as predefined function or built-in function or library function. Next one is user defined function. The user can, if a user write their own functions, that is what called as user defined function. Functions are doing specific tasks. So in C++, it provides a rich collection of library functions. Each and every function can have their own tasks. The tasks to be performed by each of these are already written. The functions are already written, already debugged and already executed Here the function and their definitions are grouped together into a header file. We can identify the header file with the help of .h. Such functions are called as predefined function or built-in function or library functions. C++ also provides the facility to the user to write their own functions. Such functions are known as user-defined function. According to your idea, you can write your own function. If you are writing your own function according to your idea, that function is known as user-defined function. So what is the use of header file? Next one we are going to see what is the use of header file. Header file provides function prototype and function definitions to the functions. If you are going to use string functions, for example, if you are going to use strcpy, strcat, strcon, such functions, if you are going to use in your program, you have to use string.h header file. You have to use string.h header file in your program. If you are not using the string.h header file in your program, you are not able to use the string functions into your program. So the header files giving function prototype as well as the function definitions for the standard library functions. We can identify the header file with the help of .h. For example, stdio.h or iostream.h, like that. Next one is standard functions. We are going to see getChar, putChar, getString, put string. These are all the standard functions. Many functions are there, and they have given these functions as standard functions in your book, etc. These are the functions of standard library of C++. So next one, what is the use of getChar and putChar? The use of getChar is getting a single character as an input from the user. Putchar, which is used to display the character what the computer get from the user as input. That is what the use of getChar and putchar. Gets and puts. What is the use of gets and puts? So here gets and puts. Gets, use of gets is getting a string as a input, and puts, which is used to display it as an output. So here we are going to see small examples for getChar and putchar. And for that we have to open the compiler Turbo C++, and here new prompt opened. Here I have to type #include iostream.h. It provides prototype for C in and C out, and it gives function definition for C in and C out also. And next one, #include conio.h. The conio.h, it is also a header file. It provides function definition and function prototype for CLR, SCR, and another function called getCH. Next one, I am going to use void main function, which means my program starts from here itself. Int ch. Next one, cout. Enter a character, CHA or ACTE or character. And next one is getChar. Here instead of int I can use char also, and here I am going to give getChar function to receive the input, to save the input to char. Ch is equal to get and char, get char. If you are using a function, that should be ends with the parenthesis and the semicolon. And next one is again cout. I am going to use to get the value of ch. So the character stored stored in ch is here. I am going to use putchar, which is used to getting the result or display the character on the output screen. putchar, putchar. Here I have to use, or I have to call, in which variable I have stored the value. In ch I have stored the value, and here before that here I have to give CLR SCR, and here I have to use getCH function, and finally I have to close my program. And this is a small example for using getChar as well as putChar. Okay, so getChar, already I have explained you the use of getChar, which is used to getting a single character as an input from the user. PutChar, which is used to display the single character which was get as an output, as an output from the user. So nothing is there. There is no before going to execute, I have to compile my program. So three errors are there. So here and yes, again I'm going to compile it. Two errors. So getChar should have prototype. Using the getChar, we have to use another header file. That is not denoted in your book as include stdlib.h, and again I am going to compile it. So again it's giving the same error. So instead of using standard library.h, we have to use another header file as include. Here we have to use a different header file for using stdio.h, and again I'm going to compile it. So there is no error. For using getChar and putChar function, we have to use standard input output stdio.h header file. So here there is no error. Next process is to run the program. There is no error. Enter a character. I am going to give a, and the character stored in ch is a. This is how we can get a character with the help of getChar and display the character with the help of putChar functions. So next one is character functions of ctype.h header file. So the ctype.h has many, the ctype header file has many functions. So the functions are is all num, is alpha. So these are all the functions of ctype header file. Is alpha, is all num, is digit. These are all the functions of ctype.h header file. So for that we are going to use as clu as include here ctype.h, and these functions provides 0 or 1 as a result. The is all num, is digit, is alpha, these functions are going to provide 0 or 1 as the result. So next one, we are going to see these functions. First one is we are going to see is all num. First one we are going to see is all num. Here int a, and enter a number and next one that should be stored in C in that should be stored in A. Here the return value of return value return value of A is and here I have to use is all num. So the is all num which is used to check whether the given character is alphanumeric or not. The given character is alphanumeric or not. So here if I'm giving numbers as an input, it shows 0 as the result. If I'm giving characters or letters alone as an input, for that also it provides 0 as a result. Instead of that, I have to give the combination of numbers as well as alphabets. At that time, it provides 1 as a result. Here I have to, so I'm going to compile my program. One error is there. So expression syntax here, expression error is there. Instead of that, so here I can int b, here b is equal to is all num, and here is all num. I am going to or it is enough to call b alone enough. It is enough to call b alone. So again I am going to compile my program. 2 error, and here I have to give a, and again compile my program. There is no error. So here I am going to run my program. So enter a number. So here the return value a is 0. So and type a character, and again I'm going to run my program. So a result again 0. Again I'm going to execute my program, and this time I'm going to again 0. So again run your program. This time I'm going to give ABC 1 2 3. The return value of a is 0. So the purpose of using is all num is this function is used to check whether a character is alphanumeric or not. This function provides non-zero value if C is a digit or a letter, else it returns 0. So see here, run your program. A, it provides 0. Again I'm going to run my program. 1, it is also, again it also provides 0, but a small error is there. This is what known as semantic error, logical error. The expected output is not coming, that is what known as semantic or logical error. So next one is alpha. So instead of num, I'm going to use alpha, that's all. So again compile your program. So I'm going to compile, there is no error. So see here, the use of is alpha function is to check whether the given character is an alphabet or not. That is what the use of is alpha. So there is no error. I'm going to run my program. So here a, the return value of a is 0. So a small logical error is there. Is alpha. Here I have to give a. So now I'm going to run my program. First compile your program. If there is no error, you can run your program. So now run your program. A. Here it provides 8 as the result, but it has to be provide 1 as the result. So I'm going to run my program. See, instead of giving a character, I'm going to give number as the input. So see here 0 as the result. For is alpha function, if you are providing number as the input, it returns 0 as the value. If you are provides any character, any alphabet as an input, it provides any number from 1 to 10 as the result. Next one is digit. So here is digit. The use of this function is to check whether the given input is digit or not. That is what the use of is digit function. This function will return 1 if the given character is a digit, else it will return 0. So again I'm going to compile, no error, 1, yes, 2. It provides number as the result, but actually it should provide 1 or 0 only. Instead of providing 1, it provides any number. So again see here, instead of giving number, I am going to give characters. So for characters for giving any character, it will provide 0 only. Next one is lower, is upper, 2 upper, 2 lower. These are all the functions we are going to see. The help of is lower is, the use of is lower is to check whether the given character is lowercase or not. Next one is upper, is upper. The is upper, which is used to check whether the given character is upper alphabet or not, or it means uppercase or not. Next one is to lower to upper. So the to lower function which is used to convert the given characters into lower case, and next one to upper which is used to convert the given character into upper case. For that we will see a small example and type a string. Here I am going to type a string, and here instead of is digit I am going to is lower, lower. So I am going to compile this program. Yes, there is no error. I am going to execute the program. See here, type a string computer. Yes, the return value a is 8 because the given string is in upper. All the characters of that given string is in lower. So next one is upper, upper. So directly I am going to execute. There is no error. So string, everything is in lower. So let us see what is the result of this one. Yes, 0. Suppose I am going to give string, it provides 4 as the result. It provides any digit from 1 to 9. And next one is to lower to upper, to lower, to lower. Directly I am going to execute. See, yes, the return value of a is 99. That is wrong. So here I am going to try to show the examples for to lower in different way. So here we will remove. So again we will run it. See, yes, 99. Provides wrong result. This is what known as logical error. At the time of the expected output is not coming out, that is what known as logical error or semantic error. So next one we are going to see string header file. String manipulations. The library string.h has several common functions. The library string.h, what we are going to use here, hash clud, hash include string string.h. It has many functions like str copy, string comparison, string concatenation. These are all the functions of string.h header file. So string copy, strcpy is the syntax for string copy. The strcpy which is used to copy source string to the target. And next one is string length. String length function which is used to count the number of characters from the given string. For that No need to give all those functions, I mean header file. So next one is we are going to see I'm going to give array for characters 20, and here to make a copy of this character of A to B to another variable, I am going to declare another variable CLRCR type of string that should be stored in A, and here I am going to use strcpy of here I have to give the target first, in which variable I have to store the string that should be given as a first, in which variable I have already stored the in which variable I have already stored the value that should be given at the last. And next one is C out, and here the value of the stored string stored stored string of B is here I have to call B. So I'm going to compile my program. There is no, a small error is there, statement is missing. Yes, here at the end of string copy I have to terminate the function, because each and every executable statement should be terminated. String copy is a uh, executable statement that should be, as well as it is also known as a function, inbuilt function. Every function in any programming language, any function in any programming language, that should be terminate with the semicolon. So see here, there is no error. Here I am going to execute my program. So COMPUTER computer, so that should be stored in computer. So to show the example to explicitly, and SCIENCE I have given. So in B, science has to be stored. So here after executing this program, in the variable B, instead of science, computer will be stored. See, here I am going to execute. There is no error. So some computer, yes, but in program I have stored science in B. Because of using string copy, here I am telling to the compiler what is the input I am going to give for A, that should be copied into B. That is what the use of strcpy function. So next one is strlen. Here the length of length, the length of the string B is the strlen, which is used to find the length or characters, how many characters are contained within the given variable. That is what the use of strlen function. So directly I am going to execute my program. There is no error. So here computer, So here everything should be changed. Here I'm going to calculate the length of the given character A. So run your program. SEIENCE science. It should be saved. STRLEN. So again SEIENCE science. So the previous program's output has been retrieved again and again. So this is wrong method. STRLEN. String length A. So here instead of int b is equal to strlen, here I'm going to give differently. So again I'm going to run my program. There is no error. SCIENCE science. Yes, in science totally 7 characters are there. So the strlen function use is to calculate the length of the given input. So next one is strcmp. This function which is used to compare the two strings, whether the given two strings are equal or not. To use strcmp function, the syntax of strcmp, I mean string comparison is strcmp. To use the strcmp function, we need two arguments. Argument 1, string 1 and string 2. So some rules are there. strcmp function returns positive value if the first differing character is in string 1 is greater than the corresponding character in string 2. This strcmp returns negative value if the differing character in string 1 is less than the corresponding character in string 2. It provides 0 if string 1 and string 2 are equal. So for this I am going to type a program. CHAR A20 CHAR B20. And next one, cout statement. In cout statement I am going to give a value, printable statement, type a string, type string and that should be stored in A. Next one, cout. In your book they have given as a, for this program in book they have given the variable as a constant variable. We are not able to change the variable value at the time of execution. Here I am giving the values for the variable in runtime, so we can change the value at the time of execution. For each and every time we can change the value of the variable at the time of execution. So I have forgot to give semicolon here, and here that should be stored in C in that should be stored in B. Here I am going to give strcmp comparison A comma B. Here I am going to use if condition if A is equal to result result is equal to strcmp. Here I am going to result is equal to 0, and here cout both the strings are equal, both the strings are equal, equal else part cout strings are not equal, equal. So I'm going to run my program. Two errors are there and defined a simple result. So here I have to use int as the return type of result variable. If result, so see here spelling has been changed, result. So there is no error. Computer yes, both the strings are not equal because in first input I have given all the letters in uppercase. For the second input I have given except the last R in uppercase. So both the strings are not equal. Here I have to use CLR SCR. So again run your program. SCIENCE. Next one is SCIENCE. Both the strings are equal. So if it will take a comparison for the given input A as well as the given input B. If both the strings are, if both the strings have the same spelling, have the same characters, it produce both the strings are not equal. So if it will produce both the strings are equal. If any one character has been changed for these two variables, for any one variable, in any one variable, it will produce the else part. Both the strings are not equal. This is what the use of strcmp. Next one is strcat, string concatenation. String concatenation. So the string concatenation which is used to merge two different characters into a single one. So here instead of CMP I am going to use string CAT, strcat. The syntax for string concatenation is strcat. So see here, I'm going to I'm going to use different line to execute the program. So the result or result or concatenation of A and B is so the strcat function A to merge the two strings stored in A and B into a single one. See here, I'm going to execute this program. Error is there, unexpected. So this one should be removed. There is no error. Type a string computer. Computer. Next one is SCIENCE. Yes, the concatenation of A and B is computer science. So the use of strcat function is to merge computer and science into a single word. So next one is str upper. So str upper, which is used to change the which is used to change the given character into uppercase. So for that, this is very similar to 2 lower or 2 upper. This is very similar to 2 upper. So here I am going to and here the value of A is here strupr. The syntax for changing the lowercase into uppercase with the help of string manipulation is strupr. So I am going to run the program. Type a string SCIENCE. So everything has been changed into caps. So next one is string lower. So the string lower, which is used to convert the given character into lower form. The syntax for string lower is strlwr. So again I am going to run my program. There is no error. So SCIENCE. Yes, the given input string has been converted into lowercase. So next one is mathematical functions. So most of the mathematical functions are defined in math.h header file. If you want to use, for example, if you want to get the value of cos theta, sin theta, cos 90, tan 90 like that, that should be the functions definitions and prototype should be stored in math.h function, math.h header file, include include math.h. If you want to use any mathematical functions, that should be stored in math.h. So you have to use the header file of math.h. So here double x is equal to, or a double a is equal to 90, and here int result result, and after CLR is here I have given result is equal to cos cos theta of x. So the value of cos theta, what is the value I have given? Sir, not x, here a. So a value is 90 degree. So here I am going to get the value of 90 degree, cos 90. So here I am going to call result, result. So run my program. So cos 90 is 0. So here I am going to change the value. In your book what they have given, 0.5. So for that value is again 0, shows value is again 0. QUBLE. So now I'm going to execute. Yes, 0.877583. This is the result they have given in your book. So the cos function takes a single argument here. The cos function take a single argument what I have declared here. For the taken value, it will produce the result. So according to that table, the cos value of 0.5 is 0.877583. So next one is square root function. So the square root function returns the square root of the given value. So the same thing here I am going to give 25, and here instead of using cos I am going to use sqrt function. sqrt function. So in the syntax for using square root is sqrt. So I am going to get the result, run my program. Yes, the square root of 25 is 5. So if you want to get this one as a runtime value, that is also possible here. See out. Enter a square root number. Square root number and that should be stored in A, and here we have to give resu, or we can remove this one. We can remove this line to get the result in a different way. The square root of sqrt, square root of A is, here we can give sqrt square root, within the bracket we can give a, we can get the result in a different manner. There is no error, enter square root number. So my square root number is 625. The square root of a is 25. If you want to get the result as an input, I mean if you want to get the result as at the time of execution, or if you want to give the input at the time of runtime, you can give like this. So next one is sine function. So sine function takes a single argument in radians. The sine function returns the value in the range from -1 to 1. From -1 to 1. So next one, how I have used cos function. The same steps we have to follow here to get the result of sine. Next one is power. The power function returns the base raised to the power of an expression. So here for using power we have to give two different variables. The first one will be taken as a base value, the second one will be taken as a power value. So see here I am going to give int a is equal to 3 comma b is equal to 5. So here I am going to give the power of a and b. Power of a and b is, instead of using square root I have to use POW, that's all. POW a comma b. So this is constant value example. This is the example of constant values. So run, value is 243. So 3 power 5 is 243 and 2. So the expected output is 9. The expected output is 9. So 3 power 2 is 9. So we will see the result. Yes, the power of a and b is 9. So this is what built-in functions. So next one is user defined functions, and we will see the user defined functions in next sessions. So students, I hope you all understand the concepts very well. See the video without skipping, then only you can understand, you can come to know what I have explained in this video. Thank you all.